Hello everyone, welcome to English for You. My name is Reese.
And I'm Elsie.
And today we are continuing our article from yesterday about the lost dog. But before we get into that, there's something else we should talk about.
Right?
It's social media.
Oh, 社区媒体. Do you use it a lot?
I use social media way more than I should do.
Oh.
I think everybody's kind of guilty of this nowadays.
Right. So do you use Instagram or Facebook a lot or both?
I use both. I actually don't really use Facebook very much. I feel like recently Facebook has kind of transitioned. It's changed to being more a platform for older people. Like my parents use Facebook a lot.
You'll see them on Facebook. So what?
Yeah, posting crazy stuff. I'm like, Mum, stop posting that. So actually, I spend more time on Instagram now. I use Facebook mostly just for talking with friends or finding an apartment is something I did recently on Facebook.
Yeah?
Yeah. So what do you use, Elsie?
I think both. And I think a lot of young girls nowadays want to get Insta famous. So I, follow them and then see what they're doing just to kill my time.
Yeah. On Instagram, everyone makes it look like their life is just perfect and beautiful. But don't look too much into it because
they put filters on.
Filters can
photos.
change. That's right. Okay, so in today's article, we're going to be seeing an Instagram post, actually, by the same dog owner from the article yesterday, asking her online community to help her look for her lost dog, Oliver. So, do you think this will prove to be a successful method, Elsie?
I think so, because a lot of people, as we talked before, are using Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
Right. So why don't we start to read this post now?
Yeah, let's get into the article.
Okay.
Reading.
Lost dog, an Instagram search.
Friends, I need your help. Earlier today, our beautiful golden retriever, Oliver, went missing from our home in East Oakwell. Many of you know Oliver already from the thousands of photos of him on Instagram. In case you don't, he's roughly 6 years old, weighs 35 kilograms, and wears a bright red collar. If you have seen Oliver or have any idea where he might be, please message me here on Instagram. You can also call me at 0999-388-979. We'd really like him back home. If your tips lead us to Oliver, then we can offer a small reward of $50. Thanks.
So sad to hear Oliver has disappeared. I hope you find him soon, safe and sound.
Such a beautiful puppy. I'll share this post so that more people see it.
Actually, I did see a dog that fits this description this morning. He was roaming around my neighborhood. I'll send you a direct message with more details.
Okay, so let's get into the article. Let's see if Instagram is going to be a good tool for this poor dog owner. So the article begins with the dog owner's post on Instagram, which says this. Friends, I need your help. Earlier today, our beautiful golden retriever Oliver went missing from our home in East Oakwell.
So here we can know where he went missing.
Yeah, so this must be the area that they live in, and I think we can assume that a lot of her followers on Instagram probably live in the same area.
Right, in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay, and the post continues by saying many of you know Oliver already from the thousands of photos of him on Instagram.
So like any good pet owner, most of her Instagram is filled with photos of Oliver.
Right.
Yeah. My Instagram, probably half of the pictures are of my cat.
Ponyo.
Yes. So then the post continues with, in case you don't, he's roughly 6 years old, weighs 35 kilograms, and wears a bright red collar. Okay, so that description of Oliver is fitting with the description that she gave in yesterday's article to the police officer, right? Yeah. Well, poor Oliver, all alone out there in the world. I do hope he's okay. The streets can be pretty dangerous for a dog on its own.
Right. And there's a lot of information in this post too. 那要先跟同学们说明哦，中文说的 po 文，其实我们在用的那个 po 就是 post. You post something on Facebook or Instagram, like a photo. 好，那post 这个字的解释就是张贴。So from this post, we know that a lot of the owner's friends know Oliver because there are thousands of photos of him on Instagram. Instagram 上面有很多 Oliver 的照片。
Thousands. I wonder if that's a slight exaggeration, maybe.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So you said the word post in Chinese is po文.
Yeah, sometimes we say, I need to post something, but in Chinese we say, well, 发表一个 po 文.
Ah, that's very interesting. I never heard that
So we
before.
use post, P-O, po.
I see, yeah. Well, mixing the languages, I like it.
Right.
Well, we should start talking about some of our target language as well. And first up, we do have a pocket phrase, and that phrase is in case. The phrase in case can be used in the same way as the word if. We use it to talk about things we should do to be prepared for things that might happen in the future. The sentence from the article was, in case you don't know Oliver, he's roughly 6 years old, weighs 35 kilograms, and wears a bright red collar. So the dog owner is explaining what Oliver looks like in case their followers don't know. In case of an earthquake, Elsie, please hide under the table.
Okay, I will. 所以我们这边看到的呢 in case 或者是 just in case that 它代表的是以防或是万一，那 that 后面会加上一个子句。那如果我们只看到 in case 的话，代表就是 just 跟 that 都被省略掉了。再给同学们一个例句哦 In case it rains later, bring an umbrella with you. 以防等一下下雨，请你带一个雨伞。再来，有一个片语呢是 in case of。那因为 of 它是个介系词，所以后面呢只能接名词、名词片语或动名词。所以这边也给同学们一个例句哦。In case of fire, you need to know where the emergency exits are when you stay at a hotel. 也就是以防有火灾发生，你必须要先知道你待在的旅馆它的紧急出口在哪边。
That's quite a difficult phrase to use in its different forms.
Yes.
Yeah. We also have a vocabulary word here, and that word is roughly, which is spelled R-O-U-G-H-L-Y. So roughly is an adverb that can have two different meanings. The first meaning is in a rough way, as in not softly. So, for example, the children play roughly in the garden. The meaning used in the article, however, is slightly different. So in this context, roughly means to do something without being precise or accurate, or it means approximately. So to say that Oliver is roughly 35 kilograms means that he's around 35 kilograms, not exactly. So maybe he's 33 kilograms or maybe he's 36. So an example sentence using roughly could be, I have roughly $500 in my pocket.
Roughly 在这边啊，这个副词呢，它的解释是大约或是大致上。那我们可以用 about 来代替哦。那像这边说 Oliver is roughly 6 years old， 我们也可以说 Oliver is about 6 years old， 大约6岁。And the post says, if you have seen Oliver or have any idea where he might be, please message me here on Instagram.
Okay. So after giving a description of Oliver, the owner is asking people to contact her if they have any information about where he might be.
So the word message here is used as a verb, right?
That's right. So the dog owner used the word message, and it can be a verb or a noun, but here it's used as a verb. And to message somebody means to send them a message. So a message can be a text message or a DM, which is a direct message, as we say on Instagram. But a message could also be delivered on paper or even by mouth, by speaking. So there are many different ways to message someone. So an example sentence using the verb form of message would be, I message my friend to let him know that I'll be late to the party.
Message 在这个文章中呢，当动词用哦，代表以电子方式传送讯息。那 message 后面直接加人就可以了。Message somebody 代表就是传讯息给某个人。那当然 message 也可以当名词用哦，它代表就是口头或书面等的讯息或消息。所以给同学们一个例句 Sorry, Reese is not here. Do you want to leave a message? 你想要留下讯息吗？这边的 message 就是名词的用法。那刚刚呢 Reese 有提到的 direct message DM 代表就是私讯，非公开的讯息。
Well, before the world of social media and smartphones and mobile phones, the only real way to send a message was by sending a letter, right? Yeah, well, how the world has changed.
When was the last time you wrote a letter?
Oh, my goodness. I really honestly do not remember. Probably when I was in school. Yeah.
I don't either.
Yeah. Okay, well, the article continues with the Instagram post, and it says, You can also call me at 0999 388 979. We'd really like him back home. If your tips lead us to Oliver, then we can offer a small reward of $50. Thanks. Okay, so the dog owner finishes their Instagram post here by leaving a phone number, perhaps a more traditional contact method, and offering a $50 reward for anybody that can provide useful information. Okay, so there's a vocabulary word here that we should talk about, and it's the word offer, which is spelled O-F-F-E-R. It can be a noun or a verb, but here it's being used as a verb. So to offer somebody something in this context means to give somebody something or to present something. So offers often come with an exchange. So in this situation, $50 will be offered in exchange for information about Oliver the dog. An example sentence could be, I offered my friend $20 for his shiny Pokemon card, but he did not accept my offer.
Oh, poor you.
I wanted it.
Offer 这个动词呢，它是主动给予或提供。那我们会说主词放前面，后面加上 offer somebody something， 就像是刚刚的例句。I offered my friend $20. 人先放出来，再放东西。那接着呢，再给同学们另外两个例句哦。For example, can I offer you something to eat? 我可以给你一些东西吃吗？或者是呢 He was offered a job in Japan. 他在日本得到了一个工作。
And in the article, the owner of the dog offers a small reward. So we actually have another word here, which is the word reward, and it's spelled R-E-W-A-R-D. And a reward is like a prize that you can receive for doing something good. A reward is often money, but it can be other things too. So, for example, my parents took me to Disneyland as a reward for getting A's in all my classes.
Oh, nice. Reward 这个名词呢，代表报答、酬谢，那多半是钱，不过也可以是其他的东西。So, Reese, you said your parents took you to Disneyland as a reward. My parents used to offer me a small reward of $100 when I got 100 on a test.
Wow, $100, that sounds good, but then I remember I'm in Taiwan and $100 is not as much as £100 in the UK.
No, not at all. $100 NT.
Yeah, well, still not bad. A small reward.
Yeah, for a kid.
Now, the article continues with some comments from some of the dog owner's Instagram followers.
Okay.
So the post has finished, and now we're looking beneath the post at some of the comments. Okay, so the article continues with the first commenter, and her name is Miriam_Cho. And she says, So sad to hear Oliver has disappeared. I hope you find him soon, safe and sound. Okay, so Miriam_Cho, it's the username of the follower, is leaving a comment of well wishes for the dog owner. How nice.
Right. Leave a comment 就是在你的 po 文下面留言。Okay, so here after we see this Miriam Cho's comment, is there any other person that leaves a message or a comment below too?
There are a few more. But first, before we move on, we're going to talk about one of the words that Miriam used.
Oh, okay.
So she used the word disappeared here. And so to disappear means to vanish or to no longer be present, to not be there anymore. So if I suddenly just disappeared, Elsie might scream, "Where has Reese gone?" So an example sentence could be, when the lunch bell rang, all of the students quickly disappeared from the classroom.
Disappear 这个动词呢是失踪或是消失，那它是规则的三态变化，所以呢你看到它的字尾，不管是过去式或是过去分词加 ed 就可以了。那在文章当中用到的是现在完成式哦，所以 disappear 加 ed 变成第三态过去分词。那相反就是出现，出现这个字呢，你只要把 disappear 的字首 dis 拿掉，你就会看到它了，它是 appear。Okay, Reese, please don't disappear from this studio. I need you here.
I promise I won't. We still have some work to do. So,
yeah, a lot of work to do.
Miriam is giving us more work because she used a pocket phrase, and this phrase is safe and sound. So this is a phrase that we use a lot in English, and it means to be safe from danger and to be unhurt. We might use this phrase when we're worried about somebody's safety because maybe they're facing a dangerous situation. So, for example, my mum was relieved to find out that I was safe and sound after she read about the earthquake in Taipei last August.
Safe and sound 这个片语呢，代表就是你安然无恙，平安无事。
Okay, so the article continues with 2 more comments from her followers on Instagram. Let's see if any of them contain any useful information. So the next Instagram user is called Minecrafter300.
Okay.
And they say, "Such a beautiful puppy. I'll share this post so that more people see it."
Okay, share the post, 分享贴文. It's very nice of Minecrafter300 to share the post.
That's a great Instagram name.
Yeah.
And then we've got another comment, which is from an Instagram user called Bob_Patrick_Squid.
Who is that?
And, well, they said, actually, I did see a dog that fits this description this morning. He was roaming around my neighborhood. I'll send you a direct message with more details. So Bob_Patrick_Squid might be a reference to a famous TV show. Do you know which one, Elsie?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
海绵宝宝, right?
海绵宝宝是谁住在深海的大风里？海绵宝宝。
My favorite show when I was a kid.
Okay.
Okay, well, this user, Bob Patrick Squid, also used a few vocabulary words that we can talk about. The first word is description, and it's a noun. And a description is a spoken or written account about a person or a thing. So a description of something will usually tell you more about that thing, like important details. So earlier in the article, the dog owner gave a description of Oliver to help people identify him. So an example sentence could be, after listening to my friend's description of Japan, I decided I wanted to travel there right away.
Description 这个名词呢，代表叙述或是描述。那当你看到主词 fits 的 description， 代表主词是符合描述的。那这边呢，再补充一下它的动词哦，是 describe。D-E-S-C-R-I-B-E. So, Reese, please describe what your cat Ponyo looks like.
Well, she's cream and brown in color, and she has a long tail. She's quite small for a cat, and she's very noisy. Yeah, that's my description. Okay, and there was another word here as well, and the word was roam, R-O-A-M, and it's a verb. And roam means to move around a space aimlessly. That means without much purpose, often over a large area. So people don't roam on their way to work, but you might roam around the town square if you're having a nice walk. We also use this word to describe how some animals move around wide open spaces, like elephants in Africa. So, for example, I often spend Sunday afternoon roaming around the park as I enjoy the atmosphere there.
Roam 这个动词呢，代表漫步或闲逛。Roam around a place 代表就是你在某处漫步闲晃。You like to roam around the park. I like to roam around the night market. 我喜欢在夜市闲晃。And Oliver was roaming around the neighborhood.
Yeah, so he's probably just walking around in the roads and maybe the front yards of the houses there. Okay, well, our final vocabulary word for the article is neighborhood. And there are spelling differences between the British and the American versions, with the British one having an additional U in that word. Well, neighborhood is a noun, and a neighborhood is a small community within a town or a city. A neighborhood might be a few streets or a few blocks in size, and often the people living in the same neighborhood know each other, or at least that's the case where I'm from. So an example sentence would be, all of the kids living in this neighborhood go to the same school.
Neighborhood 指的就是邻近的地区，邻近街坊。那你把 HOOD 拿掉，你看到 neighbor 邻居。好啦 so Bob Patrick Squid will send the owner a direct message with more details. To send a message就是传送讯息啦。那我们刚刚也说过了，所谓的 DM direct message 就是私讯，非公开的讯息。Okay, so here I think we've reached the end of the article.
We have. And it seems the dog owner got some good news at the end too. Perhaps some information that could lead them to finding Oliver. I really hope they do.
I hope so too.
Okay, so let's move to our For You chat.
For You chat.
Okay, so our chat question for today is the following. Is social media a good tool for people to find a lost pet? And how has social media changed the way that people help one another?
I think of course, it's a good tool for people to find a lost pet. Like what the owner did here, he or she, right? She posted something, and then all of her friends would see it. Yeah, and all of the friends would help her
and I think
find the dog.
The good thing is that the people who are following her on Instagram are probably people that maybe already know her and are more likely to live close to her.
Yeah, in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're the people who are most likely to be able to actually help her with her problem.
Right. So I think social media has really changed the way. And it makes people help each other more easily?
I think so. Yeah, this constant communication method that we have with each other means that if there are any problems or if we've got solutions to other people's problems, there's a really fast and easy way for us to send that message to that person.
Yeah, we can spread the information very fast.
Exactly, and reach many people in a very short time, which before the invention of the internet would have been very hard to do unless you were a newspaper or on TV.
Yeah, or write a letter.
Right, yeah, and that takes a long time.
Right.
Okay, well, I think we'll leave it there for today. So from English for You, I am Reese.
I'm Elsie.
And we'll see you next time.
See you, bye.
Lost dog. An Instagram search.
Friends, I need your help. Earlier today, our beautiful golden retriever, Oliver, went missing from our home in East Oakwell. Many of you know Oliver already from the thousands of photos of him on Instagram. In case you don't, he's roughly 6 years old, weighs 35 kilograms, and wears a bright red collar. If you have seen Oliver or have any idea where he might be, please message me here on Instagram. You can also call me at 0999-388-979. We'd really like him back home. If your tips lead us to Oliver, then we can offer a small reward of $50. Thanks.
So sad to hear Oliver has disappeared. I hope you find him soon, safe and sound.
Such a beautiful puppy. I'll share this post so that more people see it.
Actually, I did see a dog that fits this description this morning. He was roaming around my neighborhood. I'll send you a direct message with more details.
Vocabulary Review.
Roughly. I think roughly 20 people are coming on the class trip, but I'll check the exact number. Message. Rhonda messaged her boss to say that her taxi was stuck in traffic and she would be late. Offer. Trixie saw that Melinda looked hungry, so she offered her a piece of cake. Disappear. People were still looking for Mr. Brixton 2 months after he disappeared from his home. Description. Peggy's description of the hotel was correct. It looked like a big castle. Neighborhood. Max lives in a rich neighborhood with many big houses and sports cars.
智慧小补帖
Reward. Roam around.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作。活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net